Hello guys, and welcome to another video thing I don't even know anymore. So, when I started YouTube around about just over 4 years ago, let's say that my videos weren't too great that I made, or in some respects. And to a certain extent I wish that I had some of the techniques I had today in the making of 4 years ago's videos. But that's not what I'm going to be talking about today. Today it's going to be about things which, if you're going to start YouTube, or if you're going to continue YouTube, some tips, let's say. Now, personally, I don't consider myself the god of YouTube. I've only got just over 250 subscribers, so not really that big. There's just some tips which may help you or may not help you, depending on what you do. I'm going to assume that a large majority of you are wanting to become vloggers. Firstly, planning. You need to know what you're going to say before you say it. Rather than just go bleh, you've got to know what sort of you want to say, and sort of to avoid some things to not offend people, because in the end you don't want to offend people. The worst thing you can do is offend people. If you're going to do sort of series like I do, then that will also need planning. Most planning that I've done for a series is probably Science of Life, where I spent a good few weeks on a mind map creator, drafting out ideas, getting some key sort of things which the series will aim to do. Take time in your videos. Do sort of set aside time to make your videos, to edit your videos, and we'll get into editing in a second. When it comes to music, I mean, I have sometimes I have music in the background of my videos. There are some general hints and tips here and there. The first one obviously being, try not to use copyrighted music, because if you're over 18 and you want to monetize videos, getting a content ID claim rightfully will mean that you cannot gain money on that video, and well, that causes problems down the line. Another tip I would generally use is trying to use something with not a lot of words, for instance, unless you're going to quieten down or change the levels. Try to make the words not very clear in the song, so it won't sort of override your voice, or to a forefront of the video. You don't want sort of your voice to sort of people to be going, oh yeah, what's that funky tune in the background, and start listening to the tune rather than what you're saying. Now, in terms of editing and cameras, I'm going to be blatantly honest here. It was before the last episode of Stop Blinking Lights, I always used Windows Movie Maker as a editing program, and afterwards, and including the last episode of Stop Blinking Lights, I started using Serif Movie Maker. By all means go for Windows Movie Maker. It's still an alright tool, however, to some extent it has its limitations, and if you're wanting to make videos which have snappy on-screen effects, or something which is sort of visually very snappy here, there and everywhere, you'll want to maybe invest some money, or maybe if you're not want to do that, but maybe sort of get a different program. With cameras, I think my first video using the camera that I've got now, which I'm filming with right now, was the 08 Numbers Rant camera, and then obviously I used my laptop webcam as the camera before that. It's okay if you really want as a it's alright, but let's say that when I had the laptop camera, I got a fair bit of criticism for it, and it's not the greatest thing in the world. I mean, if you don't have the best camera, because I know that some people don't have a lot of money, then it's okay. Try to increase the quality on it. I mean, some people also want to become gamers, and that's fair enough. I mean, I'm partially a gamer. God blimey, this was actually going to be a Formula 1 video. Turned out that some people in my house can't decide when to get up, and that became problematic. Tried to replace it with some open hexagon, that did not work very well. Like with some games, like with Formula 1 for instance, you don't get interesting things happening. Like I have already recorded a race in Estoril, wasn't very interesting. I just kept falling down the positions and it was just generally very, very uninteresting, and I thought, you know what, it's not interesting enough. And that's the only problem with gaming, is that you'll get those uninteresting moments, and you're going to have to accept sometimes when filming that you're going to have to start refilming stuff. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been my first time in front of the camera for quite a while. I hope you're having a good time. My exam's starting around about 2 weeks, which is frightening. So yeah, anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I've been Ballaam, this is the end credits.
All that's left is a window to my soul. Come and get it.